Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to Kiari Bash. Today is a recipe video, and I'm trying up the format, like changing it up a little bit. So, I've got you here in my kitchen with me in my jank little rig here, but I have decided to make one of my family's, it's like gotta be the most favorite recipe in our house. You're gonna hear the TV in the background, at least for right now, so Bash is entertained. But yeah, it's kind of dreary. It's warmer today, but it's kind of on the dreary side, rainy side, so it's like a perfect day for soup. So today, as the title suggests, I'm making Zuppa Toscana. Now, if you're gonna go to the traditional route of Zuppa Toscana, like Olive Garden, you're gonna wanna do potatoes with this. Basically, the recipe's the same, except one key ingredient, and that is we are interchanging, because this is keto, we are interchanging it with my favorite vegetable to replace with now. As you can see, daikon! If you haven't guessed, I really love this vegetable and I wish it got more love, people. Seriously, in soups, it is the best thing ever, and in stews and in pot roasts, it is the best potato replacement I have found. You can also, instead of, if you don't like radishes and stuff like that, you can also do cauliflower as an excellent replacement as well. I did rice cauliflower for the longest time until I discovered the daikon. So, yeah. So, let's get started on making this easy, delicious, keto-friendly soup.
So what you're gonna need is some Italian sausage, onions, some minced garlic, I'm using the cheap kind, some good butter, daikon, cubed, I love the stuff, and bacon bits, of course, heavy whipping cream, and some chicken stock as well. So, yeah. Oh, and you can't forget good old spinach or kale, either or will work. So, you can use just regular Italian sausage in the casing. You can just undo the casing by slicing it and pulling it out. But I like magic, so yes. Daikon, you are going to want to peel this bad boy, just like a potato, peeling that first layer off. And we all wish it was this quick. We all do. We all do. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut the ends off. And from there, you're going to quarter that up. And it's kind of lots of quartering. So you quarter, and then you have... Oh, and yeah, that's my burn. I burnt my hand cooking, life story. So yeah, you half and quarter and half and, yeah, cube it up. Basically, just look at the picture and you can see what I'm doing with the daikon. And you're just cutting it into small, like 1-inch pieces, half-inch width kind of things. I'm terrible at explaining. Onion, always cut the end off. That is not the root, then cut in the middle of the root and peel that first layer off. You will avoid tears, my friends. You don't want to be crying, and man, red onions are bad. So what I'm doing here is I'm slicing horizontal, and that way I can get really good cubes. So you slice horizontal like 2-3 times, and then you make little cross hatches, like vertical slices, not all the way to the root, otherwise you will cry. You fully cut the root, you will die. So here's my little stock pot, my lovely Paula Deen stock pot, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just turning up my heat up to about a medium heat, medium high, and then I'm adding some olive oil there. And we are just going to add the Italian sausage and cooking and browning that. So I like to put the lid on there after I've stirred and broken it up a bit. And I let it sit there for like 5-10 minutes to cook like so. So this is where you're going to want to break up your meat and then add your onions and kind of let that cook down a little bit. You want to soften the onions. There's no real browning of the onions here. This is just to kind of bring out that sweet flavor and not that spiciness that red onions are known for. So put your lid on and let it sit there for about 3 to 5 minutes. It just smells so good in this house when this happens. It's just pure heaven. I just keep breaking up that meat and making sure it's all fully cooked through. And then from here, I take about 2 tablespoons of this minced garlic. So I like to use, when fresh, 3-4 cloves. And you want to mix that in there. This is when you add your daikon, and I use pink Himalayan salt. I just do it to taste. Depending on your broth, you may need less or more salt. I add freshly ground black pepper. And I'm going to leave everything down below, but bay leaves as well, anything you need. Bay leaves 2, you're going to need about a teaspoon of rosemary, half teaspoon. I know people are sensitive. Thyme, oh, we all need thyme, don't we, in our lives? And this I am using a teaspoon. Now, garlic powder, I know we have garlic, but I love garlic in my life. So I just sprinkle it over to taste. Half teaspoon to a teaspoon. You're going to want to do about 2 cartons of chicken broth, chicken stock. Here I just use 1 carton of that, and then I added just with water too. I get pre-made bacon bits, and I do about 2 palmfuls, so about half cup to a cup of bacon bits. You can do this with fresh as well. There I am adding the water. I didn't do chicken stock, but I prefer to do chicken stock. I only had 1 on hand, so you gotta make do with what you got. And now put a lid on and let that simmer for about 15 minutes. And here it is. Just most of it done. I'd like to pick out the bay leaves at this point so that it doesn't get too strong in there. I can only find 1 at a time. And this is where you're going to want to add your spinach. We're on the home stretch, guys. And we're going to add an entire, I think it's about, 5 ounces, 8 ounces, the smaller package of spinach, freshly washed. And you want to put that in there and mix it in until it's wilted down, and it's going to be great. So this is where you're going to end up adding your heavy whipping cream. I had a little bit left, so it's about a cup of heavy whipping cream in here. It's all in the amounts that you use, but really it looked like a lot. That's a huge carton, but I only used like a cup in there. But this is gonna serve like 8 to 12 people, to be honest. Now, I did forget to say you were going to need some grated Parmesan cheese. Here I used a mixture of Parmesan and Romano. I freshly grated it. This is key to Zuppa Toscana here. It just gives it this lovely, nutty, salty flavor. And here you taste to test. Make sure if it's salty, garlicky, peppery enough. And from there, you just ladle it into your bowl of choice and serve. It is that good, and it is that quick and easy. Go-to weeknight meal, guys. Enjoy.